And Gwen, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Jamie, good. Your commentary on this Carless. Hello, Carless, careless. Yep. Careless story this week has been clutch and got me through a few meetings, Zooms, nights. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. So we are about to talk about Miss Carless or Careless or Carlee or Carlethia. But before we get into it, definitely make sure that you guys are liking up the video. So this young lady that you see on the screen, her name happens to be Miss Carlethia Carlee Russell. All right. This young lady went missing on last Thursday evening, shortly after she left work. Okay. That's when I heard about the story. Once we hopped off the panel, I started seeing a lot of flyers and things. And, if it moves me, I'm going to be compelled to talk about it. So I believe on that Friday, I came to everybody and I told them like, hey, this situation is going on. She's missing. It's not uncommon for me to talk about this stuff on my channel. Well, okay, girl, by Saturday, the people started rumoring that her story was given a bit fake and the people was not believing some things were true. And I was one of the people like, well, y'all don't know, like, don't say that lady like lying or whatever the case is. Just give her time. Like, y'all don't know what she going through. So we out here trying to find Miss Ma'am and see where she's at and what she has going on. And we ended up finding out that she came home. Okay. She was missing for about 48 hours. She returned 48, 49 hours later. Okay. Once she returned, she went to the hospital. We know she went to the hospital, all of that. More stories started to come out, believing that it was speculation. Her parents had done press conferences. They even went on to do an interview. And this interview, I believe, is what really set a lot of stuff off in my personal, because we eventually ended up getting a press conference where we learned even more details because it was so sketchy. And what Carlee said, because I haven't really mentioned the full story of what she said. Carlee went missing because she said that she was snatched up. Okay, she said that prior to us knowing it, we didn't know this. All we know is she made a call to 911. She said she saw a baby on the side of the highway. We saw the footage leaked out. We saw her driving along the highway. We saw her get out the car, go to the other side of the car, but we never saw anybody snatch her up. Either like she was just out there. We never saw a baby, well, a toddler. She said the toddler was about 3 to 4 years old and it was white. Never saw any of that. Okay. So that left everybody even more confused. Okay. And then a lot of other stories started to come out as far as like a Red Roof Inn. That's where she was located. And then once 911 got that call saying she was located at Red Roof Inn, shortly after that, later on at night, she was found at her mama house because she just walked up to the house. So
question, Jamie, did they confirm via the 911 call that she really was found at the Red Roof Inn? Because I heard that, but people kept trying to dispute it.
Well, I heard the audio of the 911 dispatch call, and the woman said family called and said that she was over at the Red Roof Inn, and they are headed over there to get her. And in another statement, because her mama can't keep her mouth closed, her mama confirmed. After she did this interview that we're going to get into, her mama confirmed that she did get details from people that she felt like were, I guess, vicious people. They were texting her, telling her her daughter was at that Red Roof Inn. They all did go over there. And she says that they weren't there. That Carlee was not there. Okay. So the Red Roof thing happened. So people disputing that. And I heard the audio, and then the mama in a statement confirmed that. So that happened. And it was really interesting because a lot of stories was coming out about Carlee, saying that she allegedly stole from the job and stuff. And, she doing all of this because of a man. That has yet to be confirmed yet. But there were a lot of stories coming out about this. And her mama went on this show and tried to make it seem like people were putting these fake rumors, false rumors, saying all this stuff about her, only for things to come validated once we get to the press conference. They pretty much confirmed a lot of the rumors that were already out there. So it was just a mess. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this. I'm gonna go ahead and just play it real quick. Let me switch over. I'm going to share this tab. And then we just going to listen to what they had to say.
That moment you all first laid eyes on her again, what was it like?
To me, I mean, just so much joy.
This morning, in an exclusive sit-down with NBC News, the parents of 25-year-old Carlee Russell are speaking out, describing the moment their daughter appeared on their doorstep after being missing for more than 48 hours. What did you do when you saw her?
We tried to hug her as best we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. So we had to stand back and let medical professionals work with her. But it's okay.
Last Thursday, police say Carlee called 911 to report a toddler walking alone on the interstate. She pulled over while on the phone with a family member who described hearing Carlee scream.
Her vehicle's unlocked, running, all her personal belongings except for her phone.
On the scene, police found no sign of Carlee or a child, and they say no children were reported as missing during that time period. The Russells waited in agony until Saturday night.
There were actually just so many calls and texts from people who maliciously lied to us. I just didn't know people could be so evil.
Authorities have not indicated where Carlee was during the 48 hours she was missing or what happened. Her parents declined to share what their daughter told them, citing the ongoing investigation. And can you tell me what happened Saturday night? Did you just get a knock at the door?
Anything leading to the case itself, we can't discuss that.
But they say speculation about the circumstances surrounding Carlee's disappearance are only making things worse.
She's having to deal with the trauma of people just making completely false allegations about her.
Her family now urging the public to let the investigation play out, but mentioning an abductor. Her mother asking to read a brief message to the public.
Carlee has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
NBC News has reached out to the Hoover Police Department to ask whether they're looking for an individual involved. Police have just said they're following up on all information provided by Carlee. And when I talked to you all on Saturday, you also said your daughter is a fighter and she would find a way back to you.
I felt that in my heart.
Is that what happened?
She did. She found her way back to us. However, we can't discuss the details of that.
But they say one thing is clear. Do you believe she was fighting for her life?
Oh, she definitely fought for her life. There were moments when she physically had to fight for her life, and there were moments.
Look at her daddy. He talking about
fight for her life.
But she made it back to you.
She made it back.
Ooh, that's the only thing he said the whole time.
Investigators are obviously
was that she made it back. Okay. This right here was a mess. You heard the mama say that she's been having to deal with the trauma of the vicious allegations, but then. Okay, let's go ahead and switch over, because after she did this and then she released a statement at 4, the police came out with more details by 9 and a press conference the next day by 2:30. All right, so let's just get into what they had to say, debunking a lot of stuff.
In the days leading up to her disappearance, I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, you have to pay for an Amber Alert.
Actually, I think it's this one.
On July 13th at 1:03, she started when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child.
Let me show
a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claimed he then forced her into a car. And the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a spot in the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle. she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock. Drive the road and called 911.
All right.
So
And then this was the
several
other one.
internet searches in the days leading up to their disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term "you have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "how to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "Birmingham Bus Station" was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. Several internet
I'm looking at
searches
the GIF
in the
at
days
bottom,
leading up
shaking
to their
his head.
disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July was conducted. There were two searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert.
Why are you using your job?
There were other
computer?
searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed the mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carleton was conducted. There were
So
two searches.
basically, they've been trying to talk to Carlee. Carlee ain't motherfucking been trying to talk to them, or at least her parents is not finna let it go down that way. All right. Basically, what we heard, Carlee was doing all kind of searches on the computer, trying to do figure out about Amber Alerts. I think she bought a ticket to Nashville. She went to Target and got some snacks. They did not find the snacks in her car, but they found her wig. And then they found her phone, her Apple Watch, her purse. She literally left all of her trackable items. She even left the food from Taziki's, and she only took her snacks, and she also stole a robe from her job and just left like, girl, where the hell you was for 49 hours? And that's what we really want to know. On the front end, it's been proven that you was lying, because he said that she drove on the side of the interstate for 600 yards, which is about what he said, 6 football fields or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like, girl, why did you waste America's time like this? I was over here rooting for you, girl.
You know, I was holding off.
Me too.
I was holding off, but I ultimately gave in and posted it. But not, I've posted it out of guilt. Like, let me go ahead and do my social responsibility and post this shit. Let me go ahead and post it. But I, in general, like, I hate to say it. I mean, I like retweet some shit on Twitter sometimes, and, you know, especially if I know somebody, I hate to say it, but this is the reality. Anytime people go missing and then they found the next day on some bullshit, people don't ever want to say what it was. Why the fuck did they leave for 48 hours? Oh, we home. Thank you. What? Nah, I want to know. That's what I paid my retweet for. Why did they leave? Why did they leave? So I was kind of holding off, and then it kind of rubbed me the wrong way when her brother on his Instagram video was kind of like, my sister Carlee.
That wasn't her brother. He was lying. That was clout. Yeah, that wasn't her brother.
Oh, wow.
And
okay, it was
and
weird.
I knew it from the beginning, because I'm like, if you listen to how he's saying my sister, our sister, like just listening to him, I said, boy, that ain't your damn sister.
It was weird.
You ain't in no
Giving
family
Hotep.
photos.
It's giving Hotep. They're all our sisters. I'm gonna just tell y'all that I love to wait on shit like this, because y'all kind of, ever since Carleisha, is that the girl who was at the hotel and we know what the fuck happened? We just know she ended up dead and it was foul play. Well,
Who?
we don't.
Kanika Jenkins.
Kanika Jenkins.
Oh, Kanika
Yes,
Jenkins.
thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Ever since Kanika Jenkins, I have decided to like keep my mouth shut until we figure out what's going on, because I made a mistake back then of asking everybody why they was acting like girls don't go missing every day. Not that I'm trying to be insensitive and ask why y'all caring, but more so trying to understand why everybody was acting like they didn't understand. You know, when I first got on the story, it was like, so wait, did the police do something? Like, what do y'all think happened? Because everybody's acting like girls don't go missing every day, B. Because they
She
really
didn't go
do.
missing though. You talking about Kanika?
Kanika, yeah. I mean,
They
either
thought her
missing
friends
or
killed
dead.
her.
They thought her friends killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the initial thing. I was in a whole
Okay,
detective
because
Facebook
I wish
group.
somebody would have said some shit, because that's what I was trying to understand. I was like, yo, girls end up like dead sometimes, like, you know, partying, got drunk, threw up, and swallowed the throw up and died. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like her, it looked like when I saw the only video I saw was when she was kind of walking into that freezer, and it seemed like she was fucked up and drunk, and she went into that freezer and locked herself in there. Like, that's what it seemed like to me at first. So I was trying to understand what everybody thought happened. Everybody bit my fucking head off. So ever since then, I like to wait and just find out what's going on first before I give an opinion. So I was really sitting back and trying to wait, girl, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. At first, it was like, oh, she went missing. And then it was like, oh, we found her, but everybody think it's a scam. And now I feel like it probably was a scam, but I also kind of still am more interested in somebody putting her in the hospital for a year and doing a mental evaluation on why she did this in the first place. Like, I'm sorry, but I want to understand the mental of it.
Behind it.
Yeah.
So two things. The first thing that I was going to say, you just said something about Kanika Jenkins, and dang it, I lost my train of thought. I can't think. The second thing, though, hopefully it comes back to me. Second thing is, I was opposed to this, but now I'm not. Whatever mental evaluation she needs, she can get that shit in prison, because don't nobody give a damn. Like,
no,
I'm not gonna play with her. Like, nah,
I'm not saying
ahead.
she shouldn't be in some facility, because I feel like, I mean, a hospital is just as much as jail. Like, what? She ain't gonna have to fight? Like, you still locked up, bitch. You still can't go nowhere. But I just, the reason why I say that is because I feel like that's such a crazy thing to lie on that scale. So I just want to understand, so we will know what to look for moving forward the next time something like this happens. Like, I need more facts so I can have a better idea how to assess this the next time a bitch be trying to pull on my heartstrings to ask for my sympathy, but really she out here doing some crazy shit, you know, for whatever reason. Because we, like you said, I thought we knew it was about a nigga. I thought we knew it was about a nigga girl, but apparently we don't know for a fact it was about a nigga. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like, girl, what else? What else is there? Like, I don't think there's any other reason that a woman would lie about something like this
I'm
behind a nigga.
laughing because I'm laughing because did y'all send it the post where they like casted everybody for the Carlee movie? And they said that like the father will be Tyler Perry. And, yeah, I gotta.
Oh, I saw that, bro. I think I got
I gotta
that.
find
Let me see.
it.
If I got it, I'm
Send
gonna
it.
post it. That shit
And
had
I
me
was
screaming.
Please, I
laughing
haven't
my ass
seen
off
it.
because as the dad was sitting there shaking his head, no, but
Tyler
not his
Perry.
head.
Oh, I
Yes,
got that
I was
bitch. I got
imagining
it.
Tyler Perry.
As soon as you said it, I was like,
He
the
was
glasses, the mustache. He looked just
he
like
was
Tyler
trying
Perry.
not to incriminate himself. He said
The family that prays. That's what it was giving. It was giving Tyler Perry and the family that
Bro, that
prays.
shit had me
who did they say
hollering.
the mama was gonna be? Loretta Devine? Who was the mama gonna
Oh
be?
no, not Loretta
Viola.
Devine.
I think it was
You think it's
Viola.
Viola.
Viola?
That
Because you know
shit
who I
had
would
me
have thought, right?
screaming.
Y'all know who I would have thought, right?
Who?
I would have thought Crazy, who always from Set It Off, from Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Christina.
Elisa Neal. No, that's not Elisa Neal.
No, is that her?
No,
That's not her.
no. Help me, y'all. What's her name? I forgot. The one that should play Cicely Tyson, even though she crazy. Not Taraji.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
I'm gonna look up her name.
Thank you.
Elise. Yeah, the Elise. I was like, Elise.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Kimberly Elise. I feel like Kimberly Elise should play her mama, because Kimberly Elise have that very, like, I can lie and act like I'm not, you know. It's just, you know, she goes somewhere else. Like, if y'all see her on Instagram, she give like real crazy Christian. So I feel like she the mom that's gonna get in front the news people and act like her daughter not, you know, lying to the public.
So we
Oh,
have
here we go. Okay, you pulled it
Not
Shahadi.
you making a fucking graphic that fast.
Yes.
Shahadi's gonna play Miss Carlee. Viola gonna play the mama. Tyler's gonna play. Girl, I screamed when I saw Tyler next to the
Me too.
daddy.
That's why I was
And when
laughing
they
so hard.
showed
The daddy was
Shamik,
shaking his head.
Shamik Moore with the brother, and the Shamik got the two. Bitch, shut up about this man. T.
Wow.
No, Shamik is the boyfriend. Yes.
Shamik can't be the boyfriend because the boyfriend look better than Shamik. Y'all know whoever played them in the movie gotta look better than them in real life.
Period.
So
But
he can't work.
This gotta be on some goofy
Shamik look
shit,
a mess. Ooh.
The
police,
boy from,
the police chief.
though. They said Anderson Cooper as the police chief. Is
Nah.
what
I thought about that too, but now it's looking like
Kevin
the man that
Bacon.
played Mr. Wilson.
I'm feeling like Kevin Bacon. The man who played Mr. Wilson, he's still
On
alive.
Dennis and the Minute. Oh, I don't know.
I don't think Walter Matthau is still alive. That's Walter Matthau.
Oh, he might not be. Girl, you're right.
You said he's still alive.
Matthau.
Walter
But I
Matthau
think
was
he,
like
I think he
190.
expired.
That's
Girl,
what I'm saying.
He did. He expired 23 years ago.
Jamie
Embarrassing.
in 2000,
bad.
girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Ted
Grace the
Danson is a
starter
good one.
pack.
If
Girl.
Leslie Nielsen was still alive, I would want Leslie to do it. Not Leslie Nielsen, Leslie Jordan. What the fuck
Yes,
is this?
Leslie Jordan. He would have been
Yes.
good.
He would have been standing up there with that accent in a suit. Well,
Well, shit. How y'all doing?
messages. Oh, I hope y'all are doing good today.
Well, shit, how y'all
Okay.
doing?
No, but the other one I saw that was
Hilarious.
even better, it was instead of Shahidi Wright, it was the girl who played on Swarm. Her name started with a D.
Ooh, Hedgeback.
Dominique Fishback.
Dominique
Dominique
Fishback.
Fishback. She should be Carlee.
Big
Ooh,
eat that roll up. You
Yes.
hear me?
she would. She would play.
But
crazy
I don't want her
real
playing
good.
Carly because we want to see her for most of the fucking movie.
No,
We gotta see
that's
her
true.
down to- No, we gotta see her.
She
We
would
gotta
be
see her the whole
missing.
time.
We got to see what
No,
So
she
we
doing.
gotta see what she been doing.
It's
She
gonna-
gonna be
it's-
sitting in the bed like New York, legs
No.
up, sitting, chilling. That's what she
They
gonna
No,
said
it's
Carlee
gonna
was
be-
trying to get to the Beyonce concert.
It's gonna be like one of
I
them
don't know about
movies.
that one.
No, it's gonna be like a show where they first they show you like what happened beforehand, and then they go back and show you what was really happening the whole time. So like you gonna go back and you gonna see like the car, but then you gonna see her taking some of the stuff out of the car and running into the woods and shit. Like you know,
They need to
like,
do it
that
like
shit's
Gone
so
Girl.
embarrassing.
Like Gone Girl.
yes, like we
They
gotta
need to do
see
like
how it
that.
happened. Exactly, exactly. We gotta
Then
see
why
how
am I
it
thinking about SZA? Gone girl, gone girl.
That's what song I put on my Instagram to promote the show.
Oh, hilarious. Listen.
Listen, I need for the young
Carlee
lady
need
to
her
come
ass
out and
whooped.
speak. I need for her to come out and speak. I really, really do. Because I feel like I need to understand why, ma'am. Even though I can see it all over you. Like, honestly, I'm looking at her and in her face, especially in this second picture, there's something there.
It's this. What I say about people who pose like this. People who pose like this and pose like this.
Ooh.
Don't trust them.
Except
Don't
for
trust
Malcolm
them.
X. Except for
Yeah.
Malcolm X. That man was in deep thought at all times. Please know
Don't
this.
trust them.
But
Okay.
anybody besides Malcolm X, this is a red
This.
flag.
I
They
did
taking
want to
all your
get
money and all your resources to find them.
I did want to get a bit of more of what social media had to say about this situation here with Miss Ma'am.
What the street say?
They said Carlee Russell
Bobby
Google
Brown.
searches, shaking my head. My black sister's getting kidnapped every day, and you playing with real life situations.
Real, yeah.
Carlee Russell should have Googled Gone Girl instead of Taken.
She got away with the shit.
Someone says Carlee was clearly suffering from a mental episode, and our legal system had better treat her as such. No jail time, free counseling, mental health support, job placement, and housing security. Treat Shorty like a white woman. Okay, let me stop. I have to say this. Number one, can y'all stop saying a fucking mental episode or whatever? Let's let that go. Okay. Yes, we want to know what was in her mental, but we finna end that today. And the reason why I say that is because this woman legit sat up there and planned and researched. What are you not capturing and what are you not getting? Let's let go of that narrative. And if you want to treat her like a white woman, shout out to the people letting me know about this white woman. Miss, what was her name? Sarah Papini or whatever her name was. This white lady, since you want them to treat her like a white lady, okay? This white lady in 2016 planned her own kidnapping. kidnapping. And when they found out about it, Miss Ma'am is serving prison time right now because she was sentenced last year. Okay, doing 18 months in prison. When she gets out, she's gonna be doing another 36 months supervised, okay, probation. In addition to that, you know, them resources that was used up, she's gonna have to pay $310,000 back. So if you want to treat her like a white woman, please treat her like one and lock her ass up. Especially if her story don't check out, and it doesn't. Girl, you talking about you was kidnapped at night with somebody with some orange hair and a bald spot, bitch. I would have at least saw that on the cameras. All them red lights, I would have saw her orange hair coming out in the dark somewhere. I didn't even see that.
It's giving this the episode of
definitely an episode.
It's an episode of something. And yeah, no, bitch, it's an episode of a show you saw. You crazy. Okay, but let me just say this. I'm gonna just tell y'all.
Sherry, that's her name. Thank you, Gwen.
Unless a person like harms someone, I don't really think jail is necessary, which is why I feel it should be a mental hospital. And like I said, I just want to research what even drew you to do something like that, you crazy motherfucker. But I do feel like she should have to like spend a certain amount of time away from society because obviously something's wrong. Number two, I feel like she should absolutely have to pay restitution on the money spent to search for her fucking ass. Absolutely. But yeah, I'm sorry. Y'all know jail is such a terrible place.
I haven't forgotten that she's a black woman in Alabama. I'm a black woman from Alabama. Means nothing to me.
But especially not when you consider the fact that she wasn't thinking about the black women who may not be taken seriously now because her fucking ass decided to play. Like, no, she should absolutely be held accountable. But I just think that a hospital is, straitjacket, padded walls.
Low key, that's why I haven't reposted none of the shit. I have been laughing my ass off about the shit, but I ain't reposted it because I don't want the jokes to get outside of the black community, and then the white people do, what we say. We're not gonna look for this one.
Exactly. We don't need any more excuses for them to ignore all of the black girls that are actually missing right now. Because there's a whole bunch of them that's missing. For real. So no, I absolutely feel like she need to get, set down some fucking well. Please don't get me wrong. I don't like that at all. But essentially, I do feel like a hospital might be a better situation for her. Somewhere where she's locked down.
I got you now.
Given medication to go to sleep. Like, bitch, lay down. Okay? What's wrong with her?
Like, that is just crazy to me. And then the police get in your face and you play in it. Like, I would legit feel like you playing in my damn face. Talking about some orange hair and all this and that. Your mama sitting up there lying on some girl. Right. Yeah, so we'll see.
Oh no, hold up. We're not blaming her for people not listening to black women. What we're saying is you shouldn't play games like that when you know people don't listen to black women. Teresa MW said y'all can't be blaming Carlee for a white supremacist society that ignores black women. I don't ignore the patriarchal society that we live in that blames all women. Trust me. But this lady did what them people say she did, allegedly. When they read what she was Googling, that let me know that you planned this out, as Jamie said. So no, we're not going to act like just because you're black, you didn't do something that put other black people in harm's way by not taking something seriously. That's you niggas' problem. Y'all always want to make a fucking joke or a play about something. You don't take shit seriously and you wonder why other people don't. Like, I'm just saying.
And I wanted to think that she didn't know, because that was going to be my next thing. I was going to say, well, maybe she didn't know like how big this was going to get when she did it. She just wanted to get off the grid and just thought that she would go missing. But Miss Ma'am decided to Google Amber Alert and whether you had to pay for it. So for me, she knew exactly where this was headed.
Yeah, she knew she was going to turn up too.
And another
thing, she was trying to get somebody's attention or something.
She was, because if you really was trying to get off the grid, bitch, leave a note. Leave a text message. Leave your location.
And you got all the smoke for her because, like I said, I was believing her story, but I was in the middle because I also said that some things are not making sense. But because y'all like to jump on people's back once they don't automatically just go along and believe the black woman, I continued to ride the fence and did, and was like, I'm not gonna call her a liar just yet. I'm going to wait until the details came out. So the details came out. So yeah, I got smoke for her and smoke for you. So now what we talk about?
Listen, once we get new information, we are inclined to change our opinion. I don't know why everybody act like, you know, you can judge somebody for what they did not know. At the end of the day, when we get new information, we make new decisions. It would be, to me, it would be more problematic for Jamie to be sitting up here acting like, oh yeah, I'm still gonna ignore all this evidence that this bitch lying because I was on her side before we found that out. Like,
period.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of people, you know, and I feel like not just with, you know, Carlee, but a lot of us stand by the side of even some trash ass niggas until the story come out. And then you see what it really is. So you want to sit up here and talk about this really ain't that much of a difference. You probably standing by somebody right now. And then when he let you know what it is, you're going to slide to the side. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
It's
what
the
else? Was there
heritage.
anything else?
It's the hair piece.
No, it ain't the hair. It's the comments that's
Like,
getting chewed up,
it
just
was
like Carlee ass getting chewed the hell up. So what else is
Okay.
going on?
it was the move of the bang for me.
What else? What else?
Girl, they got me fired up. Okay, Carlee got all this energy coming towards y'all. Period.
Yeah.
And it be the people that's like, I knew from the beginning. You ain't know shit from the beginning. Girl, you knew what other people was telling you. And then you started to put the context clues together like, oh, same way I did. Shit not
I
add
knew
up.
from the beginning.
Mm-mm.
I knew from the beginning. Literally,
No,
y'all,
ma'am.
when I reposted it, I was like, shit, when we go live on Thursday,
When
what
did you
can I
repost
say?
it?
The Friday or Saturday morning.
So Saturday
'Cause she went
morning.
missing on Thursday.
Okay, because by Friday night, details started to come out.
What they say on Friday?
Oh, no. I could be wrong. No, I think I'm wrong. I think it could have been late. No, it could have been early. It was Friday. It was either that day or that night when details started to come out. When people started, I had joined this Facebook group. Girl,
They came out. They came out on Saturday because I remember talking about it that Saturday night.
Okay.
So it must have been Friday. On Friday, I was like, damn, on Thursday, what am I gonna say? Because I don't want to come on and be like, even if I thought it, I would never vocally out loud be like, I don't believe this girl, because that's against so many other girls. So
it's against Black woman code to not believe when somebody has been trafficked, when y'all traffic all of the bitches all of the time.
I would never say that out loud. Never. Even
let me
if
say
it was my
this
initial thought.
before I forget.
Go ahead.
I have to wonder, all of the girls that go missing and we hear nothing about them, why do we hear about the girl who was faking?
Because and you know, a lot of people ask that question, but because so much came out so fast about the lies of the story and things coming out about what was happening at her job and stuff, that's what I think made it go so viral. Because people were like, oh shit, this girl missing, but these rumors and details and stuff is also coming out. So I think the rumors surrounding the story so soon is what blew the story up even bigger.
You're right.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you,
more people to talk about it.
I wasn't really like paying attention because people go missing all the time, and for some reason I stay away from stuff like that. But when Real with Yanni did a video and was talking about how everybody was saying that the girl was lying before we had any actual evidence, she was like, oh my God, why do y'all instantly go to dismantle, you know, a Black woman when she comes home? When she was missing, y'all was all like, oh, we hope you safe. She come back alive, and now y'all like, bitch, was you really kidnapped? And you do see that a lot of times where they look to make the woman responsible for her abduction, her rape, whatever. But in this situation, I feel like it's definitely giving y'all knew that something was up with this story when y'all first presented it to the public, but still decided to run with the story anyway. Because I feel like I was seeing a lot of posts before anybody was questioning whether it was real or not. It wasn't until she was seen that I thought people was like, oh, you know, something ain't right about this. So it was a few days of everybody talking about it. It seemed like at least 2 or 3 before she was found, and everybody was like, oh, she's okay. But now we got questions about how the fuck you just showed up out of nowhere. So yeah, I definitely am wondering what else is at play here. Just because I'm always looking at the pattern. Yeah, what's the motive and what's the pattern? Like, y'all don't normally
the
care
motive
about
of the
young
way
Black
that the
women.
news was shared, not for her. Because I hadn't heard of a press. I don't know. You've been keeping up with this story, Jamie, but I hadn't seen a press conference until they had evidence that you
Ooh,
know,
that's a good point.
it was some fake
Somebody
shit.
said,
I didn't see the press conference saying that she was missing. The press conference only came out when we was like, we got evidence showing that she lying.
Yeah, there
right,
was
that's the only
one.
thing I saw.
The parents did something on their own when they wanted
Saw
to
that.
form a search for her, and then there was another one where they came out. It was like a 7-minute quick press conference where the man came out speaking about her being missing.
But now
That
it's starting to seem like her fucking family knew the whole time too.
I don't think they knew the whole
I'm
time.
wondering.
You
Yeah,
don't
I
think
feel like
so?
they may not have.
What about the
but
one who
they
said she
waited
was
to
on the phone with her?
That was the sister.
That,
No,
yeah,
the
The
brother's
boyfriend.
girlfriend.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, the brother's girlfriend. I
I
don't
think
know,
her
y'all.
parents
It's
found
gonna
out
be-
when she came home, and I think they don't want
Yeah,
to help her pay for that damn Amber Alert.
the parents I think found out after she came home, but the one who said she was on the phone with her when it happened, she the one I'm questioning. Did you know what was going on the whole time? Because is she really that good of an actor to be on the phone with you and really like make it seem like something was happening to her and you didn't know? I
The
don't
Amber
know.
Alert never went out because I guess the
Really?
police had to valid. I think that stuff has to be like approved or something like that. You gotta like something about it being approved or whatever. But I think it wasn't coming from the police that she indeed was like missing. Even though they had that press conference, I don't think they submitted anything to Amber Alert. You know what I'm saying? It was only like whatever the mama was saying. But who would think that she not missing if I'm on the phone with you and then all of a sudden you screaming and I don't hear from you? If this isn't normal behavior, then yeah, she gonna be,
It's
uh,
all suspect to me. Now that we talking about it, I'm really starting to think that some of her people was in cahoots for some reason because it was too many of your family validating that they felt something really happened to you when like you grown. Like if I don't talk to a grown ass person for a day, I'm not instantly gonna think something's wrong unless I'm expecting them to come home. You know what I'm saying?
and it was weird that how you on the phone with your mama, you get off the phone with your mama, call the police, then call your brother's girlfriend instead of calling your mama right back when you know she's right there by her phone, and that's your mama. If you see like a toddler, you probably gonna be like, "Mom, I'm over here by da 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 da." Like that's the main person you would want to know where you are. So it makes me think either your mama pissed you off and you put this plan in action, or either like Bondi saying,
Or the
could she have
boyfriend.
known about this and it was a part of the plan? So I'm just confused.
Yeah,
And
that's
now
why
they don't
I
want
need
to
to
say
know.
nothing. Y'all went to the
Uh-uh.
Today Show and had so much to say, and then now ain't
Investigate.
nobody got no.
The daddy know what happened. He don't want to be incriminated.
I need an investigation on this situation. I need to know what happened, bitch. And I need you to be accountable if you really did lie about all of this, because I need for y'all not to think that y'all crazy asses can do stuff like this and get away with it. I really don't like that because it's too many people out here that's not getting help when they really need it. And
Facts.
there are so many police officers that don't do what they're supposed to do because they just assume that women are lying about something. And not to say that this one woman can affect that, but I just don't like when anybody play like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, shame on you. Like, shame on you for not considering the girls that's not lying, that may not be listened to just because of your example, just because you were the story that somebody saw when a girl was lying about this shit. And now they'll use you as an example for why, Andrew Tate ain't do what they said he did or something.
Right.
Because y'all do that. Y'all do that. Y'all heard what he be out there doing. So
Child, that's the whole mess right there. But that's really it on Carlee. We just waiting to find out, more details and see if they're gonna ever talk to her. And then if they talk to her, hopefully they'll give us more, details or a press conference or something, letting us know where she stands. And I feel like the public do deserve to know what the hell she was doing for 49 hours when everybody was stressed the hell out.
If we contributed to you
Fighting and
being
arguing in the
looked for,
comments saying she faking versus the people saying nah, she ain't faking. Now that's one thing I
I
did
mean,
get.
her
I ain't
boyfriend
arguing
can
with
spill the tea because her boyfriend deleted the picture of her or the post saying that she was fighting for her life. He took it back.
He sure did.
He must have talked to her and found out that she was lying.
You know who else want to take some back? And I'm wondering and waiting to see Alpha Kappa Alpha. Girl, they probably going to take them letters in their shield. But anyway, good luck. We shall wait and we shall see. Miss Carlee.
Why all the Carleys? Something wrong with all the Carleys, y'all.
Girl.
Carlee Red. Who
It's
else?
given. It was all a lie. I hate it.
So little line.
All right, you guys, that wraps up our show. We thank you guys so much for joining us, for entertaining us as we are entertaining you, for irritating us because that's just how you is in the comments. And sometimes we don't know how y'all are saying stuff. So how we read it is with an attitude. So I'm gonna give you an attitude back.
We don't know you like that.
Right.
But nonetheless, we definitely love you guys and all of the support. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like up the video, share the content, follow all of us over on social media. Okay. That's Twitter, Instagram, Threads, all of that. You can also follow Ooh Ladies First on Twitter and Instagram. Feel free to email us with any questions and all of that other great jazz. All right. That's all we got. And we will catch you guys not next week, but the week after next over on Miss Niecy Dixon's channel.
It's a break.
And we might have
Don't
a little surprise or something going on. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe so y'all can be there on time and stuff. Okay. All right.